Now it's recording the vlog.
Yeah.
Do we have any batteries?
Battery inside or battery?
No, this, I need to buy a battery for this, I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah, but now you see it's doing a much better job.
Yeah.
With the focus than before. Hey kids. Yeah, focus much better. Keeping AF, custom AF off. Go to YouTube and I'll show hello. Sometimes it's so hot that I gotta change my clothes multiple times. Whew. Sweaty. Okay, so we are now at a pretty new school, pretty beautiful school, that does not have a security guard at the front door. They don't believe in security guards at the front door, and they also don't have a kitchen. So they get all of their lunch sent here via a lunchbox company, which is novel. But nice art on the wall, and the lighting here is pretty good, so definitely doing much better with custom AF off. There's Chen. Hey Chen.
Hi.
Zoom into Chen.
Welcome to the school without security guard and kitchen. That's weird. Don't use the custom.
For now, until Panasonic fix the problem.
Yep.
Yeah. How are you feeling right now?
It's good. The camera is beautiful. But it's too expensive for me. I think I still use my 傻瓜相机 would be easier.
Are you gonna try your magic trick again?
Yeah, I will try it again. I practiced so many times.
Okay, well that's gonna be the next shot. The next shot's gonna be Chen's magic trick. Let's see how it goes.
魔术。好，来。请问在座的各位爱不爱你妈妈？爱嘛，对不对？我今天有一个硬币要跟大家看一下。喂，你知道当你说 "Mommy, you are ugly" 的时候，妈妈会怎样？妈妈会很难过吗？妈妈难过会怎样？妈妈难过就消失了。所以今天教大家2个 spell，OK？ 你还要 cast the spell， 就是把你的魔符放出来的时候，你要念咒语嘛，对不对？第一个来跟我说 "Mother, you are ugly." Mother, you are ugly. Mommy, I love you. I love you. 好，今天这个魔术呢，叫做当你讲说 "Mommy, you are ugly" 的时候，妈妈就会不见了。但是如果你讲 "Mommy, I love you" 的时候，她就会回来。要不要信？要不要信？不信。好，来，现在看到这个硬币有没有？好，来 say "Mommy, I love you." Mommy, I love you. 哦，她很开心，所以她现在在这边。来，我现在先把硬币先放到我右手来。好，来 say "Mommy, you are ugly." Mommy, you are ugly. 哎呦，妈咪生气啊！妈咪是 angry， 不是 ugly 啊。好，来，妈咪 you are ugly。
不是，那你用左手。
来，现在跟我说，妈咪 I love you。Love you。妈妈会不会出现？会。妈咪要不见。来，再说一次，妈咪 I love you。妈咪 I love you。哎，妈咪回来了。假的。OK， 来，回来给我，看就黑。
Okay, so in Tainan, this month is Literature Month. And the topic for Literature Month this year is Harry Potter. That's why we have a Harry Potter class, and we have a Harry Potter activity at the Literature Month activity happening this weekend on Sunday. And the game that we made for our class is right over here. This is a Harry Potter sorting hats game. And basically what you do is you hit a golf ball, and the golf ball will go through either Gryffindor or Hufflepuff or Slytherin or Ravenclaw, and that way you will see what house you're in. You can choose what house you want to go in, and if you go into the house that you choose, you get a bigger prize. Okay, so thus far I've had the camera set to face detection, custom AF off, But now I want to try experiment with vlogging using the single area, one area focus rather than face detect. So from now on, I'm going to be switching to that. Okay, so now I am in single area autofocus, and that's what Panasonic recommended in their statement recently. That's why I'm testing this out. And it seems like this is going to be very accurate so long as you stay within that area. So back around, back to me. I'm back in the area. I mean, one thing one could do is if they just pay attention to where that area is, then it should be safe if you get back into that part of the screen. Or again, you can just move the area around by tapping onto the screen. Not too hard to do when you're vlogging. And again, if you help the camera along by half pressing down on the shutter or tapping the screen, it can make a big difference. It's something I have not been doing so far, because the whole purpose of this is to test the continuous autofocus without help. But in reality, if you're vlogging, there's no reason to not help it. There's our van. Anyway, we have to get ready for our final class of the day. Thank goodness, I'm quite tired. Okay, so we finished our teaching for today. I'm still using the single point focus, the single area, one area focus. I should be in the middle of the screen, so it should have me in focus. It seems like this is a very good setting to use, provided that you can ensure that your subject gets into the area that you set. But last time I performed the same test using custom autofocus face detect and I wasn't in focus. So I think I'm going to quickly switch back to face detect with custom AF off and see how it performs. Okay, so now we are set to face detect with custom AF off. I see the box around my face, so hopefully I should be in focus. Like I said, you know, if you keep custom AF off, it might take slightly longer to get focus, but it will tend to lock a lot better. It's much more reliable. But yeah, we're on our way back to school. Then I'm gonna go and meet Till. And we're gonna speak about the good times. I love Till. Such a good guy. Okay, I'm back to single point autofocus. So Till is a very good friend, one of my best friends, and a really talented filmmaker. Just an all-round good guy. So you're gonna do something to Nathan's desk.
I would like to do something.
Because Nathan is coming back tomorrow.
But I don't know what, maybe like...
We want to prank him.
What
So how are we going to prank Nathan? Any ideas?
We could clean this desk, that's a prank enough. I don't know, maybe like...
Any ideas? Cole?
Cling wrap over this whole thing. Post-its all over.
So tomorrow you will.
Come
Cling
back.
wrap.
You will test.
Yes.
Oh, the midterm.
Midterm.
Yeah, I'm going to do mine on Thursday.
No, I mean it's
Me.
Oh.
Nathan.
Oh, Nathan.
Oh, Nathan will do
Yes.
his own test tomorrow. I told him.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah.
Okay, that's important.
And then I'll...
Any ideas, Harold? How can we prank Nathan over here?
Empty hit the top of his desk out and tell him that he should have received the memo that he got fired or something.
Empty. Well, they're not there already here.
Yeah, there isn't.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty much empty.
we could fill it.
See, it's upside down. It's tough, right? Gotta keep doing this. Damn, I hate it.
We could fill it with...
Fill it.
Because it's so empty.
Fill it.
Put
What?
like
Fill it with
put mini
styrofoam, maybe?
post-its on everyone that like for the each day that he was missing, like it.
Well, that's a lot of work.
No, it's gonna make a hole.
That's it, anyway.
Is anybody using the printer?
Oh
I
no.
was trying to, but it's not printing.
So we are pranking Nathan, who's coming back tomorrow. He's been away for a long time, by making his desk into like a storage compartment. Okay, so it's still set to single point autofocus. And yeah, we know that single point does a great job so long as you keep the subject in the square. We have some cute kids behind us. Let's take a look. Hello, cute kids. So, you know, it's not a big deal, you know, just pushing the screen as you move is not a hard thing to do. So what I'm gonna set the camera to right now is the same thing, single area, but I'm gonna put continuous autofocus off. That way we can be 100% sure that the camera stays locked on me. Let's do it. Okay, so continuous autofocus off and using the single area focus is really a great option for vlogging because you can always be sure you get focus. Background, I'm just tapping here on the screen, it's in focus, I'm soft. Back to me, tapping on the screen, I'm in focus. Somebody walking there in the background, there, that person's in focus. The person walking in the background is in focus. Back to me, I'm in focus. So you simply tap to focus and you can be sure you get focus. For vlogging, a pretty good solution. So tap to focus really makes sense because all you got to do is tap on the screen. Now I'm tapping on the background, so the background should be in focus. Tapping back onto my face. Don't worry. Yeah. So I'm gonna miss you, Rick. I'm glad to see you, but yeah, I mean, I wish you luck with your festival.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
So
we'll catch up soon.
that's not soon enough.
Yeah.
So I gotta say goodbye. So let's hug for the camera. No, not for the camera. Not for the camera. Just hug. All right.
Completely out of focus.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's all good. That's all good. I'm gonna put this down and hug properly. But it's good to see you, bro. It was so nice seeing Till and Lynn again. Lynn is a lovely, lovely woman. So full of intelligence, fun, energy. Just a good person, an easy person to be around. She speaks, I don't know, 5, 6 languages fluently. Very, very intelligent, but very humble and very fun. Always great to see you, Lynn. And it was lovely seeing Till. I'm gonna miss him. He's going back to Germany. He's putting on a film festival. It's like his 3rd film festival, but he's 2nd or 3rd. I don't know if he put on the one in Madagascar. I think he might have. I don't know if it was collaborative. Oh, I'm digressing. Till, I love you, bro. I wish you all the best. It's great seeing you. Look forward to seeing you again. Anyway, back to the point of this vlog. Continuous autofocus with the GH5 Part 2. This time round, I was much more successful, simply because I had custom autofocus off. That's the key to have more reliable results, is having custom autofocus off. The camera might be a bit slower, but it's going to tend to stay locked. It's going to be more reliable, less hyperactive, more reliable, and that's what you want. I mean, I can do one-man band YouTube setups, and I've done a few of these, with face detect, continuous auto, custom autofocus off, and it doesn't pulse. Just so long as I get focus on myself in the beginning, get that square, make sure I got focus, I'm good. So I was pretty pleased with how reliable it was that way. Now, it's slow. So if you zoom into something that's moving past, you might miss focus. This is the downside. It's not going to be it's not going to be super fast with action going on using that setting. Maybe using custom AF and 225 point or something else would be more reliable if there's lots of action that you got to get and you got to nail that focus immediately. Another setting might be better for that. But for vlogging in general, face detect, custom autofocus off works very well. And the second favorite is one area autofocus, which is what Panasonic recommends. We're still speaking continuous autofocus, but I found that one area was less reliable. There was one shot that you saw that I'm pretty sure, I can't say 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I was in the center square for that shot. So it should have focused on me, but it kept focused on the background. And that didn't happen with face detect. So, you know, I would need to do more tests to have a more well-formulated opinion. So I'll speak about it later on. But my impression right now is I prefer face detect over one area if we're going to be using continuous autofocus. Now, if you're going to turn continuous autofocus off, which is the third option, then one area is great. Then you simply tap to the place you want to focus. You'll see that you're in focus. You'll see the square, it'll go green. You know you have focus. You tap, 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 tap when and where you want. Get focus, focus will stay locked. So this is not a continuous autofocus setting, but it's still an autofocus setting. So you're leveraging the autofocus, not continuous autofocus, but you're just locking the focus as you would manually, except you're doing it automatically. So one step away from manual focus is continuous autofocus off and tap to focus. Very reliable and a very good solution for vlogging, and I like that solution as well. But that's pretty much that. That's 3 solutions for vlogging that make vlogging a pleasure with the GH5. So the GH5 is still a great autofocus camera. The biggest gripe I have is if I had a couple of shots where there was something moving past, like a motorcycle, or there's some action, and I want to just quickly zoom in and get the focus and zoom out. A very dynamic kind of shot where you have to get focus with all this motion. With face detect, it struggles. And as I said earlier, it will be better in a different mode, but I don't have time to change to a different mode. So that's where a camera that is more dynamic, that can focus on both your face and both on what it would need to focus on for vlogging as well as action without having to change a setting. Something that dynamic would be even better, but we know already that this camera needs to be set, where what we really want is a camera that doesn't need to be set all the time, that performs in more dynamic environments. Plus, I ought to mention that I did not tap on the shutter, I did not tap on the screen when I was using continuous autofocus because I wanted to test the camera's continuous autofocus. But in the real world, when vlogging, you definitely should do that. Make sure you've got the focus, tap, see it go green, tap, make sure you've got the focus. There's no reason not to, it's easy to do. I was just putting the camera through a test. So if you add that to the equation, the camera is even more reliable for vlogging. Plus, there's Eason. Say hello, Eason. So, plus, normally when I vlog or do anything, I use the custom manual movie mode on the GH cameras, manual movie. But for vlogging, for this vlog, I used Aperture Priority, and I let the camera decide the exposure on my face. So if you use face detect and Aperture Priority, you can ensure you get good exposure on your face, and it's good for changing exposure environments for vlogging. So that was a pretty good solution. It was the first time I did that for a vlog using the GH camera, and it worked out pretty well. I forgot to mention that this whole vlog once again was shot with the 14-140 lens generation 1. So generation 1 does not have the dual IS. So the image stabilization, it's still obviously the IBIS, the in-body image stabilization will work, but the lens Mega OS won't work in conjunction with the IBIS. So that might also be why I had some stabilizer issues when walking in my previous video. I don't have a lens right now that's dual ready. So I will get a lens like that soon. But even with this lens, which is not dual, the images are really stable. I'm really impressed with the overall I'm really impressed with the overall performance of the I'm really impressed with the overall performance of the stabilization in this camera. It's really great. This whole vlog was shot in 4K 60p, which I really love. For motion, it's so smooth and the resolution is great, it's clear. And I would love to render the vlog in 4K 60p right now, but almost 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. I promised that this vlog would be out by the end of the weekend. And I use Sony Vegas, which is great for editing 4K, but it's not great for rendering. So if I were to render 4K 60p right now, it would take forever. So I'm just gonna render 1080 30p. This is still a fantastic tool for vlogging, and the autofocus is very, very usable. So that is that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the vlog. Please subscribe, like, all that. Lots of cool stuff coming out. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.